Hi everybody. It's Tuesday, the 9th of April, 2024, and I have some art bits I wanted to talk about today. Yesterday, of course, was the wonderful eclipse, and today we have some pretty nasty storms moving through our area. This is probably going to go on till sometime tomorrow, but right now it's just raining hard and it's dark outside. So I'm in the studio, I've got a lot of lights on, so I hope you can see just fine. Now, I wanted to talk about something I said yesterday, which is sometimes I do this. I have a little bit of dyslexia, which is a wonderful excuse, actually. Oh, it was my dyslexia. But I do have a smidge of it. I'm lucky. It's not very much. And sometimes I turn things around, and I don't notice it until later. So yesterday I said lean over fat when I was talking about putting paint on the canvas. It's supposed to be fat over lean. And fat over lean means lean is the definition of lean for this purpose is that you take the oil paint out of the tube, off your palette, put it in a puddle in the middle, and add Turpenoid to it to thin it out. So it's a very lean structure that you put on the canvas. It dries very quickly because it's mostly Turpenoid or turpentine or whatever solvent you're going to use, mineral spirits. So that's the lean, and that's how I paint. And a lot of artists paint this way. This is easy to correct, a lean surface. It's easy to correct, and it's a great foundation to build on. So this is lean. Fat is, as I said yesterday. Well, no, I deleted that. It was day before yesterday. This is liquid, and that's what I use as my fat. Now you can use linseed oil, you can use all sorts of things, but this is what I'm currently using, and I'm liking it. It's liquid. Walnut oil, just all sorts of things. But as you can tell, the word oil in there lets you know that that's a fat kind of a structure. And when you start adding that to your painting, you are beginning to get a very thicker and not as easy to correct whatever it is you're putting down there. You want to use lean on your painting. You know, it's hard to say. I want to say even more than halfway through your painting before you start putting fat, or whatever fat you're using, and that you establish your value, you make your composition is right, your drawing is all correct, you've measured it, your harmony is pretty good to close, although you can address that when you start getting into the fat. But that you're really happy with your overall painting. Now, when I send my paintings to my sons and to my friends for critiquing, I will tell them that this painting is 50% done or 75% done. So I have this sense of how much I have to do yet on this painting. So when I say you don't start using fat on your painting till you're over halfway done, that's pretty true, at least for me. When you're once you've started adding that fat, as I said, it's harder to correct mistakes you made. So you want to be sure you are really happy with everything. Now, I do want to say one more thing about this I've decided to call it the Father's Day painting since it's this poignant scene of a son and a father. Although it didn't happen on Father's Day, it's my artistic license to say this is a Father's Day painting. And I want to say that most of this is painted so far, and I'll do the same for these figures, in the midpoint color. So that also gives me a leg up in being able to do a painterly job of adding highlights and shadows. You know, this is, as I said, the surf right here. That's going to have a lot of shadows in it and a lot of highlights. And here I have this wonderful midpoint that's already there for me. Now I can add to it, I can change it, but that's the color, or that's the value that I go for when I'm doing this background. Now I have one more thing to say about the videos, the last two videos that I did. I have to apologize for the loud music. I was trying to have music in the background, so when I wasn't talking, that you could listen to the music, but I had it way too loud, and I really didn't like the music. I'm working with YouTube's list of non-problematic royalties, songs and music, so I don't know, I'll get it figured out, but I promise not to have that loud music again. And lastly, I would like to ask you to, when you see these music videos, if you like them, and give me a thumbs up, as they say, that is important on YouTube. But I also would ask you to give me comments, written comments. I'm more than welcome. I more than welcome comments about my videography. You know, this is not my strong point, I know, and hopefully I will improve. Surely I will. But also, if there are any questions or comments you have about the comments, about what I'm doing, I'd love to get some feedback in that way, and I would be happy to answer any of your questions. So that's all I'm going to do today. I think I might, if the weather lets me, work on my figures here, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.